Hello world, and welcome back to a new tutorial. And this is going to be a series where we are going to learn how to create a game in the Godot engine from start to finish. And we are going to be learning step by step. So in this first tutorial, we are going to talk about the software that we are going to be using. We are going to be using the Godot engine, and I recommend that you download the Godot engine. So let's suppose you've downloaded the game engine. I've leave the link in the description if you are wondering where to get it. When you launch it, you are going to be open this Godot engine project manager, and here we can create a new project by clicking on this create. You can name your project. um, you also want to make sure you enable this create folder so that all the files related to your games will be inside is unique uh, folder. And here we can click on create or cancel if you don't want to create uh, this project anymore. And we also have import. We use import for importing a project from a file. From suppose you download a Godot project online, or maybe your own project, and for one reason or the other the project is not here, so we can just import such projects. And scan is for scanning a folder for any Godot project. So suppose you have many Godot projects and you want to scan a folder for it. So when I hover my mouse over the buttons, we got this shortcut. This for create new projects, we have Control N. For import, Control I. For scan, Control S. You don't need to know all of this, but it might be useful. And we are seeing all of this because we are in the project tab. We also have the assets library, and the assets library is for downloading assets in the Godot engine. Right now we are not going to talk much about this. Your assets can be a template, an add-on, etc. There are so many different assets that you can get from the Godot engine. So that's all about the Godot engine. The next software that we are going to use is the LibreSprite software, which is actually a fork um, of Sprite software. So some functionalities are similar, but you can get the LibreSprite for free, and also some features are actually not that the same if you compare it to Sprite. So if you want even more premium software for your pixel art, you can just get Sprite. But if you are very low on budget, you can just get LibreSprite to get started. And the Godot engine is for actually making the game, while the LibreSprite we use it for making our sprites, all the assets in our game. By assets, I'm referring to just the images. And most importantly, when you are making pixel art game, because LibreSprite is for making pixel art images. So to create a new file, just go to the file and new, or you can open a recent file. You also have the shortcut Ctrl N and Ctrl O, or you can click on any of the uh, images in the open recent. And we are going to talk about some other things here. We also have exit, Ctrl Q to just close the tab, the window. And when we created the sprite, we are going to be talking about how we can create pixel art and some tips and tricks in pixel art. Next, we have the BFXR software, and we use this software for creating SFX for a game. And SFX is different from the game music. SFX is like the sound effects in the games, in our games. And SFX BFXR allow us to easily create such effects. So we can just click on any of these when we are creating the effects, and we can change the value here. You can also change the synth of the sound effects, or we can go over to the mixer. And that's it about BFXR. So there is no create a new file or anything, but you want to enable this create new sound. You want to make sure it is enabled, so we can export our file. You can load the file, you can save the file to disk, and this is for saving our project, not for exporting. Save to disk is for saving the current file. We also have copy, paste, copy link, and the about button. And to be honest, BFXR is very easy to use, but you also have chiptune if you want to use chiptune for the project. But in this tutorial, we are going to be using BFXR, so you should download it. The link is also in the description. Alright, the last software we are going to be using is the Bosca Ceoil. I don't know if that's how it's going to be spelled. Going to be pronounced Bosca Ceoil, uh, created from by I don't really know, created by Terry. And what we use this software for is we use it for creating sound. BFXR is used for the sound effects, but Bosca Ceoil is used for creating the actual music. So when you open it, you get this welcome. You can just cancel it or click on yes or no, whatever you prefer, and we can create our sound by just by playing around with sorry by playing around with the uh, all this with the grids here. By clicking it or by right clicking it, you can just create any pattern of music, and we learn about this in the future. We are creating sounds for the main game that we are going to create. And we also have the file. You can click on new song, load a song from the memory, save the song, import a song, export a song. We also have other settings here like the BPM or beat per minute. We'll just leave everything as default. The pattern, leave everything as default. We have the arrangements. We talk about the arrangements and the instruments and the advanced settings in the future. So we can just leave everything as it is. Alright, so we've talked about the Godot engine, LibreSprite, BFXR, and Bosca Ceoil, and now we are going to talk about we are going to actually create the project. And hit on create. I've talked about this earlier, and now we are going to rename our project. We want to give our game a meaningful name. So what game are we actually creating in this tutorial series? We are going to be making Geometry Dash. We are going to be recreating Geometry Dash. So we can just name our game Geometry Dash if we want, but this is not exactly Geometry Dash, so I'll name it Mano Dash because there is a man that is going to be dashing around. So I think Mano Dash is suitable. And again, it doesn't really matter. You can easily change your project name in the future. And after that, you hit on the create button. You also want to select a renderer first. For my old PC, both the mobile and the forward cannot work because of my rendering device, but compatibility for mobile forward, whatever you are going to use for this tutorial, should work perfectly. And now I'll just hit on create.